I really got to put my hat on. As you may know, I met where's it at? The Jordan B. Cooper, uh, not too long ago. It was an absolute fantastic time, and I wanted to share a little, it was like a nugget of wisdom with you guys that he shared on Sunday school, which was basically like a debrief for the conference on Saturday. This question was based on something like family dynamics and discussing with the family. He said something really interesting that I was like, you know what, that's really good. For me, I'm really big into reasoning. I want to follow the truth at all costs. I'll listen to anybody. Just put a good enough argument, and I'll accept it. Sometimes it's uncomfortable, of course, and you got to really wrestle with things. Um, but I know not everyone's like that. You know what I mean? Or even equipped for that. So if you're discussing with a family member who may be a non-believer, even a different denomination, whatever, it can be really frustrating because you want the best for them, and you want to have those discussions, but they're not really receptive to that. Um, Even though your family, you would think what I mean. It would be like walk, but for some reasons it's really not. So what do you do with that? He says something that really caught my attention. Of course, it's do your due diligence first, and you put forth your arguments. And when I say arguments, not like yelling at each other. Arguments like why you believe what you believe, and try to make the discussions open. But may the prayer be, Lord, may you send someone um, who will resonate with them in their life. And I was like, that's why don't I ever pray that? Why don't I ever pray that? I was always like, Lord, help me, make my case better or something like that. Never, or may you send someone in their life that what they say resonates with them. You know what I mean? And that's what Cooper said. And I was like, that's so smart. No wonder why. He's like one of the smartest guys. Saying stuff like that. But I thought that maybe that could be an encouragement for y'all as well. Because I really don't know how to even try to explain something like that. But maybe they're, let's just say something crazy like they, you grew up in the Christian faith. You married somebody, or yeah, you married somebody who was non-Christian, unequally yoked. Um, but they were like, they grew up Muslim, but apostatized, and they're just atheists now. You know what I mean? So you got an atheist and a Christian in a household, as a married couple. But all the discussion, it just really doesn't resonate with the Muslim dude or girl. What do you make of that? Um, well, maybe the Lord needs to send someone who knows, um, who also went from Muslim to Christianity, because that's going to resonate more with the Muslim dude. See what I'm trying to say? Like that's just going to resonate more, and it's really unfortunate because we want to resonate because we're family. But for some reason, maybe we're not all on the same frequency. So the Lord needs to send someone who does resonate with them, or says something that makes more sense. You know what I mean? Um, but I want to encourage y'all with that nugget of wisdom from Jordan B. Cooper. Let our prayers be, Lord, may you send someone into my family member's life who's who resonates with them and is able to share the gospel, share some doctrine, whatever it may be. We may put a lot of effort on ourselves, and we think we're solely responsible for person, um, which is not even necessarily the case. But also be receptive, be doing your homework, and know how to defend stuff and critique, and how to have discussions and not turn into a yelling match, um, and be encouraging at all times. But also have that prayer because just maybe the Lord has someone lined up um, who's going to help have that discussion. Just food for thought. I love y'all. Everyone have a fantastic day. Um, Again, shout out to Jordan B. Cooper. I don't think he's going to see this video, so that's why I didn't really do anything crazy over here. But that was an amazing conference. Incredibly blessed to have met him. Awesome guy. All right, enough of me. God bless you. Have a fantastic day.